Hey everyone, it's Laurie from Cook Scrap Craft, and I have a special process video for you today. This is for a brand new social media hop that's going to be happening the second Monday of every month. It's called Mix It Up Monday, and it's a collaboration between Anna from Peace Craft Love and Kimberly from I'd Rather Be Scrapbooking, and anybody is welcome to play along. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and basically the whole point is to mix up a traditional scrapbook layout with different types of media. So if you are into mixed media, you have texture paste, you have paint, ink, sprays, gesso, whatever you want to do, stitching, mix it up. And so there's a sketch that they're going to provide you with. You can see the sketch for January is up here in the corner of this video, so you kind of get an idea of how I was inspired by it and what I did. So there's going to be a sketch to use, and then you just kind of like make it your own and get creative and get messy. So yeah, I encourage you guys to play along. I'll have information in the description box, a link where you can go and find out more and find out how you can participate in the following months. So I really like this sketch. It's a Laura Whitaker sketch. Her sketches are always amazing. And what I like about, what I like about this whole challenge is that it's really great. Well, mixed media in general is really great for when you don't have a lot of stuff, but you want to make a layout. So for instance, I have these two photos. Obviously it's a single photo in the original sketch. I'm making it be two photos, two 4x4s, and I'm kind of like putting them on a diagonal instead of keeping them right next to each other. So I have these photos. They're from Halloween. I don't really have a lot of Halloween stuff left over. What I have is like, a couple of those puffy stickers, some cut aparts, and like scraps of paper. So that's where mixed media comes in, okay? So what I did, I took a circle stamp, kind of inspired by, they were like circular pieces. It looks like circular, maybe mixed media in the background of the original sketch. So inspired by that, I took a circle stamp from the Not Just for Boys August Kit Club kit, and I took some orange ink, and I stamped some orange circles. Then I also took two colors of Tim Holtz Distress Oxide Spray. Let me grab them so I can tell you what colors they are. One is an orange and one is a pink because the Halloween papers that I have orange and pink in them. So the pink is Victorian Velvet and the orange is Carved Pumpkin. So I just did some splatters on top of those stamps. I did, I think, two stamps at in the upper left-hand corner, and then some stamping down, or I'm going to do some stamping down at the bottom. Right now I'm trying to like piece together all the scrap paper. And what you see here is not going to be how it ends, because that's just, I changed my mind, and that's totally fine. But I will end up doing a little bit more stamping. And I'm going to bring in the splatters, which I realize I'm getting ahead of myself. I haven't done the splatters yet, but they are coming. So that's going to be my mixed media. Super duper easy. I do have to point out that you probably saw me do the stamping, and I was just like stamping on the plastic sheet that the stamp came on, because at the time that I did this video, my clear stamp blocks were upstairs. I had cleaned them, but I hadn't taken them back downstairs into my craft room. And I was too lazy to go up and get them, so I was like, let's just make it work. Let's just use the plastic sheet. It's totally fine. So it doesn't come out, I don't think the stamp comes out as clear as it could, but I kind of like that. It's sort of a distressed look, and I think that works pretty well. And then over on the side, you can see the original sketch has like a pattern paper border thing going on the side. I didn't have a big piece of 12 by 12 paper that I could cut down that I could use for that, so I actually had 12 by 12 branding strips from the papers that I had used in October. And so I'm going to line those two up and create that little bit of, that little strip on the side, on the right-hand side. And obviously, like my titling, oh my gosh, do I even add a title to this layout? I don't even know. Anyway, the embellishments and everything, they're not going to be identical to what you see in the sketch. The sketch was a starting point for me. And then I kind of like did my own thing. So I'm just going to ink the edges of everything mostly. I'm going to do it off camera. So, because that's not exciting to watch. But I inked the edges of every single thing, even the little things I fussy cut out. I inked the edges in black ink. You know, black ink because it's Halloween, but also because black against the white makes everything stand out really nicely. And now it's time to adhere. Now, I didn't wait overnight for the mixed media stuff to dry, but what I did, since it was just stamping and splatters, I just took a tissue and kind of dabbed everything to make sure it was, totally soaked through into the paper. And that's just regular white cardstock. I didn't use Vicky Bouton foundation paper. I could have, if I was doing more of the package technique or something, I would have done Vicky Bouton foundations paper, but just for some light stamping and some light splatters, I don't think it's really necessary to use a heavy duty cardstock. So now I'm going to start adhering some of the papers down. You can already see the photos are in the same positioning, but the papers are not. So I took a strip of that ghost paper and I cut it into a banner because I noticed that there was a banner going behind the photo on the original sketch, and I really like the way that looks as opposed to just keeping everything straight edges. It's kind of nice to have a little bit of something different, a different shape. So then I'm making a similar little banner there with that orange doodlebug paper that has some hearts on it, which is super cute. And then I'm ready to put the top photo down over that. And then there's a ghost that I cut out. I think these papers are Prima. I cut out a little ghost out of a 4x4 cut apart thing, and I'm going to add that as my embellishment to go with those two banners. Kind of creates its own cluster, the two banners and then the little ghost. Then I forgot I needed to put this orange strip down here. I just really wanted, something else. I wanted to incorporate as much pattern paper leftovers as I could. So that's why I'm adding that orange strip down there at the bottom. And that was also, I don't think that was a branding strip, but I think it was just an extra strip of paper. I probably cut a big size and then needed to cut it down, and I had the smaller strip because it wasn't full 12 by 12. But it's really pretty. I don't remember who made it, but it's got orange. It's orange tone on tone stars. So again, perfect for Halloween stuff. You can see the little ghost there at the bottom. I popped that up on some foam dots to give some extra dimension. And now I'm just trying to piece together these other pattern papers to go up at the top with another fussy cut little ghost. It says Boo, and it's so cute. These are photos I said from Halloween. They are Halloween night. We went trick-or-treating in our neighborhood, and I don't know about you guys, but our neighborhood has set trick-or-treating hours. So from 4 to 7, the kids were able to go around. It was kind of disappointing though, and I write about this in the journaling. We're all ready for trick-or-treating, but the neighbors weren't. And they post the hours, and I don't know if it was just that people weren't expecting anyone to be coming out early, but I have a little kid who, we need to have dinner, we need to get ready for bed. It was a school night, which is why they started trick-or-treating early. So I don't know if people just weren't expecting people to be coming around that early, or if we just have a lot of bah humbugs in our neighborhood who don't want to hand out candy to little kids, which I totally get, but we just put a bowl out on our doorstep and we don't even answer the door anymore, usually because I'm going out trick-or-treating with my kid, and also because of COVID. So it's really easy to just do that. It was so kind of disappointing. We had more success trick-or-treating in our on our main street in the downtown area than we did in our own neighborhood. So I mean, really, I think that's what most people are doing, trick-or-treats and mall trick-or-treating and downtown business trick-or-treating. I think we might just stick to that next year instead of messing with the old fogies in our neighborhood. No offense if you're an old fogey, but just give some candy to the kids. I don't know. And it's such a different experience than when I was a kid. I mean, we were out for forever trick-or-treating. We went all over the neighborhood. Everybody participated in Halloween. It's just not the same anymore. So anyway, I'm going to get off my soapbox here about that because this layout is almost done. There are going to be some close-ups that follow. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions about the Mix It Up Monday hop or about any of the products or techniques that I used on this layout. I'd love to hear from you. If you haven't clicked subscribe yet, please consider so that you don't miss out on other scrapbook process videos. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for watching and watching all the way until the end, everybody. It's really great to have a nice scrapbook community here on YouTube, Instagram, the blog. I've got all my links below, so come follow me and connect with me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Happy New Year and happy scrapping.